Hey, good morning. It's Legendary Excellence. It is a Tuesday in August. I am so grateful for today, man. I feel 100 times better than I did yesterday. I really had, if you've been following along, I had a pretty brutal week last week. Just had seen and experienced a lot of different things, and then started to take active steps to ask for help and to be able to get help to be able to process a lot of that information. I talked with a lady doing intake at the worker wellness program for probably about 15 to 20 minutes. Was able to talk specifically about some of the things I had witnessed and experienced and the impacts of that. Also had a conversation with one of my friends who gave me a call right away because I sent him an email talking about what was going on. It's actually my executive coach. And he's like, man, I just wanted to check in with you to see how things are going. I feel fine. But it's just there's all of these things around me. When we think about life and we think about what's going on, we always want to analyze emotionally what's going on, just as much as we analyze what's going on physically. Those emotional impacts can be so significant and have such a major impact on what our life is like, what's going on, and how we're living. Last week, what I really realized was that there was a moment where it was like coming up on a car wreck, where somebody's standing outside of a car uninjured and the car is just destroyed. And in those cases, you want to think about it as an immediate life threat. That would be an advanced life support call. That's something that you need to get that person to the hospital because you don't know if they have internal injuries. You don't know if they have, something that you can't see that happened that they're able to compensate for. And then at some point they just fall apart. I can tell you just waking up, I feel so much better. I feel so much more in line. I feel so much more energized than I did yesterday. Yesterday I just felt brutal. It was painful, and it made me very sad. Just the severity of what I witnessed and what I experienced just made me sad. It's important to keep aware in those situations of what's going on. Because I easily could have just bulldozed through emotionally and just focused on, I've got to get it done. This week, today, I have a huge meeting. And realistically, there's nothing I have to do to prepare for it. I have to review some notes. But otherwise, it's a simple, fun, easy meeting. It's going to be very interesting. There's nothing I'm going to do or not do at that meeting that's going to change the outcome. It's going to be a matter of learning more, asking good questions, and being curious. And that's how I'm going to be successful in my meeting this afternoon. And frankly, tomorrow's the really big one, and it's the same thing. I need to be curious. I need to be professional. I need to be authentic. I need to be me. And that's what's going to judge how the conversation goes. In life, if we focus on that authenticity, if we focus on being who we are, instead of who we want people to think we are, to be accepted, we're always going to lead a better life. If you live with authenticity on an ongoing basis, and it's being honest with yourself. Record a lot of these videos, and I put it into a transcription machine, a piece of software, and it points out every crutch word that I use. And if you've been watching these for a while, I've used a lot of crutch words. And I preached on Sunday, and I was able to record the preaching, and I used a lot of crutch words. And I was more self-referential than I wanted to be in that setting. On the video blog, it's different just because I'm having a one-way communication of what we're doing. Whereas on the preaching, there's a lot more ability to create culture and community. And next time I go up there, which there'll be a next time, I will do better. Same with the crutch words. Feels really good to lift weights today. This weekend, I ate a little bit off the plan of what I usually eat. I ate a little bit more. I ate a little bit more like picnic food. So I was at a picnic. And it's something to think about is what's the food doing to you emotionally? What's the food doing to your waistline? What's the food doing to your arteries? I've got friends that have very severe pain and difficulty because of health conditions, because of things they've eaten or not eaten, and just eating the wrong foods can really make a big impact on your health and your ability to be able to perform. I just feel so much better emotionally. I'm so grateful for that. I was really concerned yesterday because I did just dial back 100%. I wasn't doing anything significant. And taking that time intentionally to process the difficulty is better than just muscling through. Because you take the day, and I am certain my productivity will be so much higher. This morning I'm not going to do a whole lot. I've got a couple errands I'm going to run that will be easy and simple. And then I just have that one meeting, and I'm just going to keep it simple right now. I'm not going to go try to take on the world. I'm going to let the process take care of itself. And in that way, we will be successful in a worthy way. Been focused on prayer a lot, especially with the difficulty and the stuff I've witnessed, because I feel great sadness for the things I've witnessed and the things that people are going through. I forget sometimes in my life how I was caught in that spiral too. And I was living that, and I was experiencing that, and it was terrible. When I think about my life, I'm so grateful to be sober. I'm so grateful to have serenity. I'm so grateful to have peace. I'm so grateful to know that I have to take time sometimes, that I have to give time to be able to fix me. I need to be able to, we think about in Psalm 23, where the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. That he restores my soul. That's what happened last night. That God constantly is working with us, is developing us, is molding us, and in the act of doing that is restoring our soul, is bringing us stronger, is creating more greatness within our world and our life. That more greatness in our world and our life is so important for who we become. If we're constantly criticizing ourselves and our self-talk, our inner critic is very strong, it's difficult to be able to accomplish great things. There's people that do it. I've got friends that do it. But if we get that alignment internally, if we get that alignment of the voices in, like our voices of prayer, our voices of serenity, our voices of strength, we can accomplish so much more. With that, I hope that you accomplish so much more today. I hope that you live your best life. I hope that you live with legendary excellence. God bless you.